Maritech is a leading provider of software solutions to the largest seafood companies worldwide. We know seafood, and we know its challenges. We create software with the scent of seafood. Digital Seafood is our cloud portfolio of tools supporting your value chain. An open, best-of-breed solution built on the latest technologies tailored for the seafood industry that easily integrates with your existing solutions. Digital Seafood supports your operational processes, gives insight, offers easy ways to collaborate and control margins and quality across the value chain. You fully control and trace seafood from origin all the way to market. We create digital seafood tailor-made for the seafood industry.
Hello everyone, and welcome to our webinar today. We are so glad that you wanted to join us and hope you will have a pleasant hour with us in Maritech. Before we start, I will give a quick introduction to the topics and speakers today. First, you will meet our Technology and Product Director, Bjørnar Kvalsnes. He will talk about IoT as a part of the big picture. Industrial IoT, what is it? What trends are there? And why is it relevant to you in the seafood industry? After Bjørnar, you will meet Andre Lillebakk, who is our IoT Director. He has many years of experience from working with IoT, and he will describe how easy it actually could be to get started. After Andre, we are looking forward to launching a brand new cloud solution, IoT Quality Tracking, today. And our sales manager, Hilde Stranden, will give you the details and present how the solution can enable you to create the quality tracking forms you need easily instead of doing this as a manual job, which we know that many of you are doing today. But first, Bjørnar, I will give the word to you. Looking forward to hearing more about industrial IoT and why it is relevant for seafood.
Thank you, Maria. Maritech is dedicated to seafood and all the challenges in the seafood. And we have been in this industry for over 40 years. And we have 3 goals that we are using to present. We give our seafood clients a digital competitive edge. We enable digitalization, digital business and automation, and seafood data gives insight and creates value. This is something that we believe on, and today what we are going to present now are focusing on all these areas and how we are doing it in a production and with IoT. And the trend IoT is a massive trend globally. And it means, the IoT means Internet of Things. And means that a unit, like a device, like a watch, machine or a sensor, can be connected to Internet. Directly or through another device. And today we have a lot of things around us that is connected to Internet. It could be a watch, it could be a smart television, it could be the Google Assistant or a smart hub that you have home, or your Sonos sound speakers. And you have a lot of this around you. Maybe you don't think about it. And the difference about the IoT and IIoT, that is industrial Internet of Things, is just that IoT is more like consumer-driven technology, and the industrial IoT is more like in the production and the factories. And that is the area that we're going to talk about today. But we are mixing the terms. The next slide is showing the growth in IoT devices. And of course, the numbers of industrial IoT devices is not there yet, but it's coming. But there is huge drivers in these areas. And the European Union are working with a huge project called Industry 4.0. And that is the name of what the European Union is calling the fourth industrial revolution. And that is a focus on digitalizing and doing the industry smart. And that is what it's about. Another driver is the new 5G network that makes the industry to connect to the device in a faster way, and the latency will be much lower in the future, and that gives new possibilities. And this gives the digitalization in industry. And Maritech is not new in this industry. Since 2013, we have been working with this. And today, we have 140,000 devices in our system, live, connected, and we can monitor them and we can control all these devices 24/7. But what's this about for you? The goal here is to increase your margins. And you can do that either with increasing your price or cutting the cost. And we believe that this revolution will help you with both. And it's very important for you to understand what this means for your industry, because we believe that the companies that are using this technology right will be the winners for tomorrow. It's easy to think on this technology as something is far ahead of us. That's something that I don't care. And you maybe have some connection to your devices already. You are using TeamViewer, for example, to control devices in our machineries at your factory. And the difference here is that we are now giving you possibilities to see the whole picture. You can see a lot of devices together, and you can detect bottlenecks and compare productions and processes. The large salmon farmer movie, they just launched their strategy for this, and they called it Movie 4.0. And that's all about digitalizing and using new technologies like this IoT and smart production to increase their efficiency. And their plan is to cut their cost on 10% and 1,500 people. And that is massive. And we believe that these technologies gives you that possibilities. And in these landscapes is also about collecting data. And this data comes from machineries, but some of the data you need to create yourself. And that's about the quality tracking. That is a product that you can be able to do the quality control in your production. And as Hilde will present later, you will now be able to combine data that you are creating yourself with data produced by machineries. So what's this about for Maritech? We have focused on the seafood value chain, and we have been here since '76. And we are ready to drive this further, and it's important to have a focus on both the vertical and the horizontal in the value chain. In every vertical, that means processes, you need a software to support your operational, like in the farming, fisheries, landing, packing, processing. We want to be a provider or best-of-breed solution that gives you that control. But of course, maybe in some of this vertical, you will use a software from also another vendor. And then it's important to have something at the top that gives you traceability through the value chain and collect all this data together and gives you insight with the data through the value chain, and you can use it for analytics. And if you can combine both this, both the vertical and the horizontal, the vertical with the control of the process and the horizontal with the data science, data analytics and enhanced traceability, we believe that you can both increase your prices, make a premium product, and have control of the process and cut your cost. And now Andre will talk more about how this can be done through smart production.
Hi everyone, and thank you for spending time with us today. Bjørnar told you about words and trends who might be difficult to adapt to. But I will try to simplify this within our smart production segment. I've been working with IoT and digitalization since early 2000, and it isn't as complicated as it sounds. It might actually be something as simple as placing a wireless battery-driven sensor out in your production facility or connecting a scale to internet. In addition, we have a lot of equipment already in your factories who we can connect to. End customers is increasing their demands for documentation, both within food quality, food safety, and sustainability. With good documentation of the data you already have accessible, potentially supported by some IoT sensors, we could solve this without too much manual workload. Good tools and systems could help you to turn this from being extra workload to give you better margins. There is so much valuable data in many parts of the value chain already. From farming and wild catch to all the way to transport and logistics and sales and distribution. But today I will focus on the segments between landing, packing, and processing. And here, there's a lot of interesting data to look into. In a typical production, there's loads of data. For example, temperature in the production facility, yield, printer status, shift plan for personnel, quality control fish, conveyor belt speed, and a lot more. We in Maritech have specialized in connecting to all this information through our IoT platform, Linsight, who enables the possibility to use already existing machinery and equipment in many situations to collect this information. From there, we can visualize and control both from tablets, phones, laptops, and we can enable alarms if values exceed thresholds or if a machine has an unintended stop. Further, we can make machines of different types communicate together, parallel to data being collected to our digital seafood cloud, where we can combine human-made data, who Hilde is going to tell you more about later, with machine-made data in our digital seafood analytics. We then compare performance through the production and help you optimize your production line across different machines and equipment. All this to help you gain a smoother workday and to assure increased production and more profit. IoT can sound complicated, but we have many good examples of small actions who can help you reduce unnecessary workloads. One story I like to use as an example is one of our customers who needed wet ice through the day to ensure that production don't stop. And to ensure this, they needed wet ice production to run 24/7. The janitor at this customer, he had a routine every night before he went to bed, where he logged on to his computer through TeamViewer to the ice production PC to check if the production was running so that they had enough ice to start the production line next morning. By connecting this machine to Linsight through already existing equipment with the customer, we help them to reduce this janitor's workload to then receive a SMS and an email as soon as something has stopped, and he can now do corrective measures directly from his phone or tablet in Linsight instead of traveling to the factory in evenings. I think this is a good example of small IoT actions who can make a huge difference in your workday to save you from unnecessary workload. But there's also certain data who can't be collected by a machine and a sensor yet. Some of these checks should actually be done manually, something we think is valuable, and when you combine human-made data with machine-made data, this gives us new insight. Are you curious to hear more about this and how we can help you with your challenges? Please don't hesitate contacting us. And by that, I give the word to you, Hilde, who will show us how we can solve this with our new software released today, Maritech Quality Tracking.
Thank you so much, Andre. We all want to have a simple workday. I want it, and I assume you want it as well. And we in Maritech know about your everyday work and what challenges you face. Your workday is hectic, where it's a lot of activity, a high pace, and a lot of happening at one time. Along with this, you are in an industry that has a high demand on control and reporting, both internally and externally. Quality control forms are an important part of your workday, and for many of you, this job can be demanding. It can be demanding to find time for it. It can be demanding to make sure that all the critical details are included, and it can be demanding for others in the organization to have access to the form at any time. So, how can we in Maritech help you to make your job easier for you while maintaining control and requirements internally and externally? And we believe we can help you through our new cloud-based solution, Quality Tracking, where you can create all your quality control inspections as a digital form. And the inspections can be linked to keys in the Maritech platform, such as lot codes, pallet numbers, purchase and sales orders, that ensures you a better traceability and compliance. Required fields and rules can be easily integrated into the quality control form so that you avoid overlooking critical points. And the form can also be made available to others in your organization so that you get a sense of security and control across the organization or company. Through quality tracking, you can easily create an unlimited number of quality inspection forms using a drag and drop elements, which I will demonstrate for you shortly, to make this job easy for you. You can also easily define quality control tests with acceptable values, tolerance values, and sample size specifications. The forms are all stored digitally, and in that way make sure that the audit standards are met at all time. And you can also easily display the corrective actions made under the inspection. I will now demonstrate how you easily can create a quality tracking form by using an example from the aquaculture. So this is a view for mobile devices. So the purpose in this demonstration is to register the quality of the fish consecutively. So you start by choosing a production or an internal purchase order from packing. So on the blue line, you can choose between the different qualities. So let's choose that the first sample is of a superior quality. And in the top right corner, you can see the quantity of the fish counted. So we choose fish number 4 to be of a different quality, an original quality, and we set the flaw as a wound. On the right side, you can add comments or and remarks. So the 5th is also a different quality. So up on the right corner, you can easily go back to see all the registration that has been done. And you can also go on each registration to see what has been logged. So in this example, you see view for the PC browser, and here you can get an overview of all the registration that has been made. So here you can open each individual form and see which registrations has been made on each individual fish. And below you can see the quality registrations that has been made on each individual fish. So here on the right side, the 3 dots, you can get the forms in a PDF document. Then I will show you how you easily can create a new form, and we call it temperature monitoring. And we have to start with a blank page, and then we use the drag and drop method and choose our purchase order from packing. And on the left side you can see which elements you can drag into the form. So then I will give the field a name. We call it production. Then we will have the opportunity to attach a picture if desired. Then we attach two sensors. We call it temperature. And then we choose the correct temperature sensors. And on the right side, you can see the sensors being monitored, as well as a live demo of the values. And then we pull in a new sensor and we call it weight, which is also seen on the right side. And then we press the plus sign to select and lock the values. The solution is of course optimized for mobile phones and touchscreen. If you are unfortunate enough to overlook critical points, the solution will flag these points for you. The solution can also be used as a part of your HACCP plan, and you get customized PDF reports included in the solution. And you can also combine external data with your own data. So, a quick summarize. How can quality tracking help you and your company? And we believe that the main advantage is that the quality tracking will make your workday a bit easier. And you will digitize and automate your efficiency and control. And to make it clear, quality tracking will fit every company regardless of company size. It's fully integrated with other solutions from Myotech, and you get a full traceability through the seafood value chain. And we believe that this is your easiest way to compliance. Thank you, and I will give the word over to you, Maria. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hilde. Then we are at the end of the road here today, and I'm going to finish up with a quick summary. We hope you have had a pleasant time with us and also learned something new. So, in the introduction, Bjørnar talked about the overall picture, IoT trends, the development in the industry, the technology, and above all, what it means to you as seafood producers. He also talked about the difference between IoT and Industrial IoT, which is the relevant topic for us today, as this is sensors in your production, in your landing processes, packing, and so on, all through your value chain. And Andre has shown us how easy it actually can be to get started. Because as these terms are maybe overwhelming, It could be as easy to get started as through adding sensors to your printer or ice production monitoring. Hilde, she has demonstrated how you could digitize your quality forms in your business to be compliant and to have an easier workday, basically. In the new cloud solution, Maritech Quality Tracking, which we are launching here today, you could easily create all the forms you need and adapt it to your business. So, and this, like all our solutions, it's tailored for the seafood industry, tailored for you and your needs. I would like to thank you all so much for joining us today and wish you a very good afternoon and hope to see you again soon. And we would love to talk more to you, so please do not hesitate to contact us. Goodbye.